Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, 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 Couch Rider. Ravens, 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 we gon' ride out. Ravens, 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 Couch Rider. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though. Hey, welcome back to the home of original sports perspective from our couch to yours. This is your host, Jermaine Lockett, and my co-host right here, Cameron. We say thanks for coming through. We're gonna pass the collection plate. Please hit the like, hit subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down.
Yep.
Hey, Cameron, he was really passionate about the game, football, and he is really passionate about today. We're gonna have a short show, but he just wants to share with you his knowledge on the game and as far as Tyler Linderbaum goes. And in order to do that, of course, we have to do what we normally do when we have this show. Cameron's not on the show, but I got Cameron here, so it's just as good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. All right, so first things first, y'all know G-Ro's still here. You got to get over it. Y'all might need to go to therapy, do what you got to do. But just know that we got an offensive coordinator who's probably going to help us rock this season. Y'all got to see it. There's bombs going off in practice. They're going to work on their downfield passing. Should be a good time. Hug somebody because obviously they ain't getting over it. Hopefully you will. Next, I want to give you a shout out. We are actually at 11:56. I believe I had a Fullberg Colonel join the other day, which is pretty awesome. We're going to keep it rocking. Make sure you tell a friend. Make sure they can hit that subscribe button and smack that bell.
Yeah, I've been doing that.
Anyway, let's see who's in the room right now. Delicious is in the building. All right, man. We appreciate you coming through, Delicious, man. Yeah, we see you, bro. We see you. He said, what's up? Couch, young Cam and Cam. So Cam is not going to be here. At least I don't think he's going to be here because I kind of just last minute hit him up. Was like, hey, you're down, and just kind of left it at that. So we're going to keep rolling. All right. So next is the motivational moment. Today's motivational moment, it comes from God is in the small stuff for the graduate. And it was very important to me because y'all know that my time frame here on this side of the world is slowly counting down. I'm not saying I'm dying or anything like that, but I'm going across the pond to the desert. Do not say where I'm sick. But I'm going pretty soon. And one of the quotes that meant something to me was...
And I'm not going to be in the videos anymore for 6 months.
Yeah. I might not be in the videos for 6 months, but we'll see. Anyway, the quote comes from And It All Matters. It says, spend time with your kids now, and they'll spend time with you later. Family time is very key to just building successful foundations and families and raising your children right. When it comes to family time, one of my students previously at the Non-Commissioned Officer Academy gave me the best advice he could possibly give me, and I was the one supposed to be teaching him. He said, Jermaine, when you go home, don't go home on E. And what he meant by that is I give so much to my students. I give so much to my classroom preparation. And then all of a sudden I'm fully drained and don't want to visit with anybody, don't want to be around anybody. Kids come up, I'm like giving them the stiff arm, giving them the Heisman. He was encouraging me to do more than that, to be ready to entertain, to be ready to be that husband I need to be ready to be that father that we need to be. And the best way we can do that is just be active in our children's lives, making sure that, we got them going to church or doing something to be able to develop them, whether it be having them in sports, playing with them, playing Madden with them, encouraging them to be just to be the best selves, that they have something, a hobby that they're interested in. Find interest in it. This guy, he might be interested in Pokemon, but he's also interested in acting. He just got finished doing a show. What show did you do, sir?
Newsies.
He just did Newsies, and he was a character in Newsies. So I think it was.
I was a kid and a random Richmond newsie.
It was a random Richmond News. Was anybody else in the show with you in our family?
Kira.
What did she do?
She was a random Manhattan newsie.
Okay. So when it comes to just your family, just make sure you're taking care of what you need to take care of at home. Sure, we give ourselves our passion, our bodies, everything, sweat, tears, everything. We give it to the job sometimes. And we know that we spend more time at the job than we do at home. But as you get home, I encourage you to make sure you don't go home on E and spend time with your kids now so they can spend time with you later. What later means is when instead of putting you in a nursing home, maybe they'll invite you into the house and take care of you for the rest of your days. That's all I got for the motivational moment. Here we are, folks. We have made it to the next piece of this journey, and that is to talk about this past
Tyler Linderbaum.
Tyler Linderbaum. Okay, go ahead. Tell us a little bit about him.
So he was born at the start of the 2000s, April 7th. And he was a defensive linebacker before he was moved into a center.
Something I didn't know.
And he was draft picked by the Ravens.
Okay. He was 25th overall selection, right?
Yeah.
And we traded Hollywood Brown to get him, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Anything else you know?
No.
Is he healthy?
No.
What's wrong with him?
He got a foot injury.
Okay. And is it serious?
Yes.
Is he going to be out for a long time?
1 to 2 weeks.
Man, this dude knows his stuff, man. Somebody get this guy a job somewhere. All right, Don C's in the building. Let's go,
I don't
man.
know the stuff. The internet knows this stuff.
Don C says Cameron is on fire. What's up, guys? Jermaine is going to miss you guys being on. Cameron, most of all, definitely. We definitely. I'm gonna miss this guy. He's pretty awesome, but he's gonna be the man of the house taking care of the family. So I am grateful for him and everything he's gonna be able to help our family with.
And help him with his ultimate team.
And who knows? Maybe I'll just leave a laptop here since I got one over there. And he can just pop on live, or I'll send him the link and he can join from his phone. Because the time frame I plan on still doing shows, if allowed to, will be the same time frame that we do it on our Monday night shows. So that should be pretty cool to see. Yolanda is in the building. And she said, "Great job, Cam." Yeah, Andrew, man, I appreciate you. Yes. So, yeah, it seems like Cameron knows this stuff. So what we're looking at here is Tyler Linderbaum out with a foot injury. It's not significant.
Wait, one more thing.
He's going to need to have about 1 to 2 weeks of recuperation. The MRI came back, wasn't crazy serious, not a season-ending injury, but they want to just be precautious. What's up?
And his college team was the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Iowa Hawkeyes. He knows his stuff, man. He just did some serious research on all this.
It only took me like 30 minutes.
Yeah, you're saying let you on the show, it'd be cool. Yeah, we'll send it to yourself. I'll send a link to your cell phone, and then you can just join in from your cell phone while you're eating or doing whatever. All right.
Okay.
That'll be our way of chatting. We're chatting it up.
So it'll be like a lunch break hot take.
I don't know. Yeah, something like that.
Like
anyway.
A rip off of lunch break hot take.
How would a rip off? We are our own show. This is nothing like the lunch break hot take.
But
they're their own lunch. They're their own awesome show. So anyway, yeah. So he's talking about lunch break hot take since we put it out there. We still have the bet going. So the bet is, and I know y'all been looking at this dude get his ball on this week, was James Prochet. I put a bet. I put my money where my mouth is. I say a T-shirt anyway. James Prochet, 800 yards, 5 touchdowns is what the projection is from me in order to get a lunch break hot take T-shirt, and them also buying one of my T-shirts. And then they wear the T-shirt on the show or something like that. I can't remember what the terms of the bet was, but basically, it's all going down to the success of James Prochet this season, and of course, with him heating up in camp recently with Lamar, it's been fun to watch, and so we're hoping that he does something pretty cool. How's your Chiefs doing?
Pretty good.
They having fun in camp?
Yeah.
They got a Tyreek replacement?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know about the guy Sky Moore?
No.
So Sky is
And then and there's one more thing. And
you want to bring it back to the Ravens, cool.
the guy what was his name? The guy that started with a D on the Chiefs. Oh, Demarcus Robinson. He moved to the Raiders, which absolutely sucked. He was our second fastest guy.
For those of y'all who don't know, Cameron is a huge Pat Mahomes and a Chiefs fan.
Yes.
And so he was already heartbroken with the move of Tyreek.
Yes. And then I figured out Demarcus Robinson was gone, and that just made me really mad.
So Cameron's kind of heartbroken over here. He was hoping that half his Chief squad would stick around together. So maybe we'll just go ahead and get him a purple jersey and put him in Ravens gear.
No.
I thought that's what you want. I thought that was what you was here for.
I am here to talk about Ravens, but I am not a Ravens fan.
So you're just a Stephen A. Smith. You like to just talk about the Ravens, but you're not in the boat with us. I mean, let's see how it is. It's fine. Hey, we got a couple people here. Let's see who's here. So we have Delicious saying Channel 3 coming soon. He's talking about James Prochet in Channel 3 season. Let's go. And Bless Brian is in the building. What's good? All right. And Cameron, this is to you here. He's saying Hardman is going to step up. So Mecole Hardman, you know what number he is?
No.
How you going to be a huge Chief fan? You know? 17, boy. 17.
Okay, 17.
All right. So let's see. Bless Brian says preseason game against the Titans. We do have that coming up. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about that tomorrow. But tonight, I guess we could just briefly go in on it. I mean, I'm wondering how this preseason game is going to look. And I say that because there was a lot of animosity between the two teams the last time that they played, because it was the division game. And it got real nasty between both teams to where G.I. Ward was actually flipping off the crowd as he left the stadium. We danced all over their logo. Marcus Peters did some little ground scraping and celebrating all over their logo. I don't think hands were shaking going into the locker room. We got this battle, we won, and then we just skated out of there because Lamar put the team on his back, did his thing, and got us into the next round of the playoffs, which was disappointing, of course. But I feel like this game is going to have a special feel to it, even though it is preseason. I think these coaches are going to get these teams up and get them ready to rock because it's going to be a battle. All right.
Where's the trolling guy? I thought he'd be here by now.
Okay, so he's probably looking for Wilbert right now. I feel like
Yeah.
Well, Wilbert does usually pop in with a thing to say, but I don't know where he's at today. Usually he's scheduled for his normal times of Mondays and stuff. So
Yeah, I'm glad he's not here.
you just gotta guess Wilbert. He brings entertainment to the show, y'all. Like it or not,
But
Wilbert is
then
entertaining.
But then he like tries to flip me to another team.
What you talking about?
Wilbert tries to flip me to another team.
How does he flip you to another team?
He tries to make me mad, so I join in the Bengals.
Well, Wilbert is really good at what he does. He's a troll.
Yeah, he's like Kira.
He's the king troll. He can get in people's head. What he's talking about with Kira is we have a 6-year-old who has mastered the art of getting in Cameron's head.
Yes.
Extremely good with the psychological warfare. She will find ways to play mind games. And yes, I'm talking about a 6-year-old. She is very good at what she does. He is not very good at ignoring her. And then next thing you know, she's in his head and it's a full-on war in the house because he can't handle the pressure. So,
yes, I know.
he is comparing Wilbert to having the skills of my 6-year-old, which is a compliment because, yeah, dude is good. He is good at getting in people's head. Oh, boy. So, anyway, going back to things from Ravens camp that we have seen so far. Of course, the Tyler Linderbaum injury, we're like, all right, well, who's going to go ahead and replace him? Are the Baltimore Ravens going to sign another center to handle some of the snaps? We don't know. But we do know right now is there are two guys who may be climbing over top of each other trying to get the opportunity to take on that role of center, and that is Patrick McCarry, or Pat McCarry, and T Triple C. Excuse me, T Double C, TCC, and that's Cologne Castillo or something like that. But yeah, both of them, they, of course, McCarry has more experience. Hasn't been great, been flipping some balls over Lamar's head in the past. And then, of course, TCC, who has been showing promise, but of course, promise and potential means you have done nothing yet, but he has been actually snapping the ball to Lamar. You got a question? Ketchup. Oh, Lord. Sorry, this dude here is all about his money.
Yep.
He wants his money, so I'm going to go ahead and put it up there.
And I just remembered about that.
Just remember, folks, that everything that in this show that gets donated is going to go to Cameron's Pokemon addiction. And if you want to do the Cash App, you can do the Cash App in the corner over here. And then if you want to actually do a super chat, that's fine. Any funds that get donated go to his Pokemon collection because, he's got a problem. He's got a serious problem.
It's not a problem.
It probably needs to go to therapy or something. I'm not really sure what's going on. So.
It's not a problem. It is a hobby.
You explain that to them. While I grab a coat.
Yeah. A hobby is to collect and battle and trade Pokemon cards, because they're just fun to see what's out there.
Okay.
I have a few Japaneses, which is pretty cool. They're only supposed to be sold in Japan.
Okay.
And which he could have gone to Japan.
Right.
But he didn't. Which Japan is where Pokemon all started.
Okay. All right, we're going back in, folks. Delicious says, I'm watching all the preseason games to see what our wide receivers do. I'm totally with you. That's the thing about preseason. I really do like preseason because it gives us a chance to see what our rookies and undrafted free agents, the people with the dreams, what they can do. And give me just a second. We got a donation here from Yolanda B. So, I want to appreciate it. She said, you're a great co-host, Cam. There's $10 for you.
Thank you.
Give her a virtual hug. Like, I'm out there. All right. So, yes, it gives the opportunity for those Cinderella-type players to be able to make the roster, the ones that are probably going to be on the bubble, like guys like, Hill, number 43 for the Ravens, the running back. And then, of course...
But not Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill went to the Dolphins. And DeMarcus went to the Raiders.
All right, let's see what Don C had to say here. Don says, Jermaine, I can't believe Powers is over Ben Cleveland and Tyree Phillips.
Wait, Ben Powers? I auctioned him in my ultimate team.
Shame.
He was trash.
Look, man, this dude is a good player. You're going to sit here and auction out Ben? Shame. I bet you put a Chief in the spot, didn't you?
Yes.
None.
I never had him on my team anyway. I never actually put him on my roster anywhere.
Damn. So going back over here talking about those players, Ben Cleveland. The reason Ben Powers is over Ben Cleveland right now is because Ben Cleveland just passed the conditioning test and is going to have to catch up to Ben Powers and Tyree Phillips. Tyree has always been that swinging guard who does pretty good over there on that left side, and actually when he's swinging to the right side, same thing with Powers. So giving them those opportunities, those snaps is pretty solid right now. I'm pretty sure Cleveland will catch up to speed once he's proven. Right now, you know how it is. Once you're in Harbaugh's doghouse because he's got a conditioning test and he wants to make sure that um, that you're good to go. Of course, there's just still getting out of the doghouse mentally, because Harbaugh will forget about you for a little while he concentrates on others who were ready to go. He likes to reward those who were ready to rock on time, and then have those others. They're going to have to show up and practice big time. So you got to see some big time pancake blocks or something significant to where the reps will go back into Cleveland's favor. Right now, it's not the case.
Yeah, he was kind of trash because in my ultimate team, I take the players which are worth the most energy or coins and put them in my roster.
Cameron, he said he's not here, and he'll be able to do a. He just basically ain't gonna be able to make it tonight.
Oh, hi Wilbur.
And guess who just showed up? He got the shade ready with him, so we'll see what he says. Wilbur, thanks for the $5. He says Cameron wearing a Paul shirt because he's representing the dog pound. Welcome, young man Baker, to the Browns. Baker will always be better than Mahomes.
No, he won't. Even though Baker is Mahomes' greatest weakness, that is not how it works.
You remember that game that I told you Kira's pretty good at? Wilbur is just as good.
No, Will is better.
He got in your hair, bro.
And the posture is a cat.
Yeah, but he thinks you're part of the pause for the dog pound. That's the Cleveland Browns logo. But it's a cat, man. If anything, he's like a Carolina Panther. Where your precious beloved Baker is. How's he doing in practice anyway? He's still throwing picks like crazy? Anyway, I heard Sam Darnold was actually showing up over there. Might take the job, but I mean, you never know. Baker might be able to thrive. The guy does have a rocket arm, and Anderson is pretty solid with him, even though Anderson might be a little crazy. He might need to take that trip to the loony bin for a little while, because that dude be going off on Instagram about a whole bunch of nothing. Talking crazy as all get out. And the thing is, I'm like, who is he talking to? Like, does he won't call nobody out?
Baker is running away with the QB1 in its spot so far.
He said Baker's running away with the competition? Okay. I didn't see that coming. I thought the show was going to be a little bit tighter than that. They got a third string, and then they drafted a third-round quarterback, right? And then they also have Darnold. And they did have another guy. His last name was Cheeks. So, poor Cheeks. Cheeks got cut. He got cut when Baker came to town. So that poor Cheeks guy. Anyway, so
why did we just turn this into just a random team show?
Well, because people have questions and they want answers. So
it was like from Ravens to Chiefs to Baker.
Well, we can bounce around. I mean, we're not locked in. There's not a producer in the background yelling at us, telling us what we're going to talk about. We just kind of do what we want to do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So anyway, it comes down to who's going to possibly start at that position of center and guard. Well, of course, Linderbaum, I think, still has the position on lock. And if Linderbaum is healthy, then of course that pushes, in my opinion, this is just Jermaine Lockett talking. This is not what we believe or what may go down fully. But in my opinion, I think Makari or Cleveland are going to battle it out for the left guard spot, because we already know on the left tackle spot it's either going to be Stanley or it's going to be Moses if Stanley can't go in week 1. And the left guard spot, that's where the competition is going to lay in. So we'll get to that later. When it comes to the center spots, Linderbaum's got that on lock. Right guard, Zeitler. And, of course, right tackle, we're talking Moses. Now if Stanley can't go, then Moses kicks over to the left tackle spot, and then that leaves it wide open for Lele or for a couple of other guys.
I just call him
James.
Falole.
Faele or whatever. Anyway, back to Wilbert here. So once the padded practice happened, Baker is the one standing out, unlike Mahomes, who lost in the Super Bowl. You got any thoughts there, sir?
I am very mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did you have to bring that memory back to me?
He's like, why you bringing up old stuff, man? Why you bringing up old stuff?
Yeah.
C says, how's that trade working out with for the dog pound, Wilbert? And right now, who'd you starting quarterback? Because I can't remember who your starting quarterback was. Because there's nobody with star power right now. Deshaun's got 6 games and possibly gonna be facing a year or more because the NFL is actually appealing the ruling, and then of course Deshaun might be appealing the ruling for a different direction. Now I don't have a per se I don't care really. I don't have a dog in the fight really, but to me, if anybody, I'm just saying this is just an opinion here. If you beat judicial charges, then I feel like you should not be chased down by whether it be NFL or whether it be civil court. That's just my opinion. I feel like if you beat the main system that can send you to jail, everybody else chasing suspensions on suspicion or their own personal investigation, hearsay, or they chasing the money, they shouldn't be able to say anything. I feel like they should go sit in the corner because you beat the main one that was going to send you to jail.
It's Big Reg.
Reg. Hey, Big Reg, what's good, man? Sorry, you got called Big Reg. I don't know if we're going to change that to your name permanently or not, but you are definitely Big Reg, man. We appreciate you being here. All right, Don C says, at Jermaine, they got Rosen. It's all good. Oh, poor Rosen. This dude on bounced around. Who's the last guy who was bounced around to every single team? He's the new Ryan Fitzpatrick, except not as good.
Kendall Lewis. He's new.
You don't know who Kendall Lewis is?
No. Wait.
You don't know who Kendall Lewis is?
Is he a football player?
Kendall, when we see you at church, Cameron can tell you he thinks you're a football player. So it's Brother Lewis. Anyway, Kendall says, isn't the starter in Cleveland Brissett? Yeah, it's Jacoby Brissett right now, Mr. Brisket. So, I mean, he has starter experience when he was in New England and starter experience with the Colts. This guy is not a bad quarterback. He's just not a great quarterback. But he has a all-star cast around him. So are we saying that Baker is Baker better than Brissett? Yeah. I don't know.
They'll see.
I know that Brissett has a little bit more He has mobility. He has a little bit more mobility. And, I mean, I don't think his arm talent is as strong as Baker's. I'll be honest, I thought Baker was still – if this whole Deshaun nonsense never went down, I think Baker should still be starting in Cleveland. But that's just me.
Bill Seals.
Bill Seals in the building, too. What's good, man? What's happening? All right, Kendall says, I fixed his tag on his vest today and everything. He's like, dude, I fixed your tag and you don't even remember him? Maybe you just don't remember being called by Kendall. Is that what it is? You just remember him as Brother Lewis?
Yes.
Okay. He just remembers you by your professional name, the one that Bishop won't call you. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm tired of throwing shade on here. I'm pretty bad at it. All right. So at Kendall, yes, it's Brissett, but it's funny to say Rosen is the hope of your team. My goodness. Let's see what Wilbur says here. He says Tyreek Hill left Kansas City because Mahomes couldn't be as good as Baker.
I really want to just punch you.
Oh, just sit over here and drink my Mountain Dew on that one. You can go ahead and respond to him how you feel needs, sir. Of course, no bad language.
Why are you even on this show?
Because he's a friend of ours. And you see how much money this man put in your pocket?
$5.
Today? How much money he put in this month?
I have no idea.
Yeah, a lot. You better be thinking, Will. You can talk all the trash you want. He's paying.
Thanks, Will. even though you troll me way too much.
All right. So Hill left because he believes in Tua. This is just weird. I tell you what, every time I see Tyreek Hill like put this like glorified comment on Tua, don't get me wrong, like Tua in college, he made things look easy, but he also had a Heisman Trophy winner he was throwing to. And I mean, I just like in Miami, it doesn't look like the same thing. At least that's my opinion. So for him to say, "Hey, look, that Tua's better than Pat Mahomes," what do you think about that, sir?
I don't even know who Tua is.
Oh, he said, "I don't even know who this kid is, man." He's like, just disrespectful.
So I don't have a say in this.
All right, Kendall says, or he knew Miami would give him the bag. Yes, he got $30 or $31 million over there. Boy got paid $31 million per year, I believe. All right, so just enjoying the 40s weather. Don C, how you doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, that the weather 40. You said 40 Celsius. I'm thinking Fahrenheit. Sorry. I was like, what is he talking about? All right, Kendall says it's like Devontae saying how good Carr is, but Carr is grossly underrated. Carr is underrated. Everybody been dogging Carr for years, but Carr been doing the same things as all these other quarterbacks around here that have been flashed and talked about like crazy. And honestly, I would put Carr above Justin Herbert. That's just me. Justin Herbert has a beautiful touch on the ball. Pause. But I feel like Carr is a little bit better because he doesn't have as much to work with, or he didn't anyway at the time, and now he does. He has plenty of weapons, including your weapon, Demarcus Robinson.
Yes.
All right. Life lessons being taught by young Cam Wilbert Preach. He's giving you props because you've given the knowledge there, talking about Tua. So anyway, all right, so we're sitting at about 32 minutes here and got a few comments in the room. Cameron, what are your thoughts on this season? Who has the best record out of the Ravens and the Chiefs?
Just trying to get the kid fired up. Just wait till he starts throwing picks. I'm Canadian, so my money don't buy it, and my weather are reported
in Celsius.
Lol.
All right, so yeah, the Celsius, it threw me off for a second. As soon as you said 40 degrees Celsius, I was thinking about another guy. You probably know this guy, TD Barrett. He does the Madden show all the time, and he started talking about 30 degrees Celsius and how it was hot. And I was like, wait a minute, he's talking Celsius. So he just said 30 degrees, and I was like, wait, it's hot. I was like, what is he talking about? So of course I had to go check it out and check out Fahrenheit, and it was pretty hot. So. Yeah, it's pretty hot over there. So, hey, but, much love to Canada. Thanks for popping through, man. Oh, guess who's here, son? Your little friend here.
Hey, it's Brooke.
Hey, Brooke, what's going on? You a little late, like 30 minutes late, 33 and 34 seconds late.
38.
Got him. All right, we still love you, Brooke. Delicious says Hill will be frustrated by week 5. I believe so because, he's going to be outrunning these ducks that's going to be thrown in the air by Tua. Doesn't look like Tua has the arm strength that Pat Mahomes had. So,
yeah.
Pat had the bazooka, huh?
Yeah, Pat is the bazooka. If a bazooka could pull the trigger.
Oh, she was sorry she was eating. Oh, yeah. So you over there, you and Cameron, that's what's going on. Y'all always eat. Anyway, Big Red says, I can't wait for this preseason game. Lee, I'm pumped up, man. I want to know who y'all are most pumped up to see because, to be honest, I'm hoping J.H. Prochet gets a start. I want to see this dude completely go out there, wreck it, and let everybody know in the league, or at least let everybody know in Ravens Nation that we don't need to bring in another wide receiver. Because Devin Duvernay is coming back, and y'all saw how the chemistry with him is already back off the table. You see the chemistry with him and Lamar. That's already phenomenal. You see Bateman doing his thing, making the circus catches when he needs to. Wide receivers not necessarily a problem because we got excellent tight ends out there that's already going to make up for that and probably send that void away because likely is like that. He is Mandrews 2.0 doing his thing out there. Yeah, he's over facing off against Hamilton one-on-one, which is probably making him a little bit better as well. But to be honest, man, I'm not worried about wide receiver. Prochet is making plenty of plays out there. Got more showing up a little bit more. I don't really see. We're not going to be able to see him that much during the regular season, but when it comes down to it, like, are we going to have a problem? Do we need another person brought in? I don't think so. All right. Brooks says, where is Cam? Well, Cam runs right. I know what you're talking about, Brooks. He is out. Usually he does his workouts on Sundays.
Yeah, he does his Sunday service.
Yeah, Sunday service workouts. So, it's whatever. It's fine. We'll see him soon. Tomorrow he has acting classes, so we won't be doing the show tomorrow. But we'll do our last show for this side of the pond on Wednesday. And then maybe if we have time, we'll hook another one up, like, say, I don't know, Friday, Saturday, something like that. We'll see. All right. Bill Sills says, I want to see Likely against another team. Same with Hamilton. I think with Hamilton, I want to see Hamilton in zone coverage, not man-to-man, because we know that he will beast in zone coverage. And if you give him that particular zone to be looking out for versus a one-on-one man-to-man press coverage, which is what they got him in practice, it is going to look a lot better. He's going to be able to show those skills. He's going to be able to show that athleticism, that insight, that perception there, and he's going to be able to make some big-time plays.
Definitely want to see all those wide receivers out there.
So he's got potential, but Bateman is who I want to see show up in games. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we want to see the number one, for sure. But these other two guys, I want to see Duvernay, I want to see Prochet show up. But Bateman is not going to be showing up on Thursday's game. I think if he gets in, it's probably for the very first series. This is where I want to see people see what Prochet and Duvernay can do is they can put their staple on this offense and say, hey, look, we ball. And we know that Duvernay is already capable because he's the reason that Sammy Watkins got benched last season. Prochet had his moments when he was able to show up against the Bengals, against the Broncos. He had some moments. He even had some first downs against the Colts in that comeback. Go back and watch tape on that. It's pretty cool.
So your boy Tyler Linderbaum out a couple of weeks, huh?
What you talking about? Where you at? All right, we'll get to that in a second. All right, Big Red says, I want to see wide receivers as well as the young pass rushers and DBs. Oh, yeah, of course. I want to see what Owe does because Owe is going to just wreck shop. I mean, you see what that line is doing at camp. It's causing disruptions. And, yes, there's going to be a competition at the, of course, the backups in those positions because, it's just like there were some injuries, but to be honest, there's a lot of depth there. There's still depth left as far as the outside linebacker position. And then Hayes has got to show up. All right. Don C says, I like Delicious, or he said, like Delicious, said, I can't wait to watch the wide receivers in the preseason game. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely want to see the wide receivers out there. Big Red says, you show your boy Tyler Linderbaum's out for a couple weeks. Yeah. So I was a little hurt. I was like, oh, man, no, because that was the whole thing I was hoping for in the draft. Cameron got his guy, and I got one of the two of my guys. I know I was all about the Davis guy, but Tyler Linderbaum.
And you wanted Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler was my second one, and everybody thought I was crazy. And then all of a sudden, Hollywood's gone. Tyler shows up, so I was really pumped up. And then all of a sudden, he gets hurt. Last thing I wanted is to see this as a lingering issue. I want to see Tyler Linderbaum come out there and get the start for the season against the Jets and show everybody that what he can do. All right. And then, of course, hopefully Tylen gets a lot of play. I think Tylen is going to get an extended amount of play because right now, the way it stands is there's some dogs back there wanting roster spots. And if they can show this guy up, they can take his spot. Right now, I think he's got a decent hold on that 5 spot. But you got to look at it. There's Slade Bolden. There's Williams. There's, Webb, Polk. You got Benjamin Victor. You got Bridges. You got Clark. There's so many guys that are going to be able to show up on that day on Thursday. And we're going to get to see a lot of awesome football, I guess, in 4 quarters. So make sure y'all take some notes. Bring them to the show. Maybe we'll do a show after the game or either that on Friday because I definitely want to capture this and let y'all know, hey, this is some phenomenal stuff that's went on as far as this game, and give us a we'll give kind of a recap as to what went down, and and who shined and who didn't, kind of deal. Because I think that's important before I leave out the door. You gonna watch the game?
Yes.
He's gonna watch the game, dude. He's usually in the room playing Madden, so this is gonna be a huge change. And maybe we'll do the show live. Maybe we'll do the show live during the preseason game, have it on the TV, and then we'll just talk it up. What do y'all think? We think we should do that? Go live? Okay, my table. All right. Tynan and Shamar Bridges. Love that dude. I think Shamar has some climb the ladder ability. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in the red zone.
Oh, Will is going for you.
I say Lamar and Andrews are not playing the first preseason game, so you won't see the full potentials of the wide receivers yet. So no, he's speaking truth. He's speaking truth. Give him a break now. He doesn't come out with shade every second. Now the next comment will probably be a little bit more shade. But right now, Will is actually speaking logical Ravens football. Lamar is not going to play because they're just going to make sure they're protecting him and the investments that they've made in Andrews. So they're not going to let those guys play just yet. But this gives Likely an opportunity to come out and shine. And, of course, we know that Huntley is going to come out and shine as well. But there's also a lot of backup QB competition with Anthony Brown and Huntley there. Or, excuse me, it was Huntley? I can't do his name, though. Brett Huntley? I think his name. Yeah, the former New England, the former Green Bay guy. All right. So Bill Sales says, I want to see these wide receivers running clean routes and getting open. I'd be happy with guys not getting the ball on the open looks. I just want to see them getting open. So
no, it's getting open.
So who is your favorite wide receiver on the Ravens roster?
Well, if I was talking about my
not your ultimate team, who is your favorite wide receiver? Should be one of these guys right there.
I was going to talk about my favorite defensive player and my favorite offensive player.
Oh, you're going to give me the favorite D and O. Okay.
Okay. My first is a center, Tyler Linderbaum.
Okay, that's offense.
And then, I'd have to say it would be Sammy.
Sammy, go.
Well, Sammy is still on the team, but
nope. Sammy go. Sammy in Green Bay.
Oh, okay. And I don't know.
Okay, so there's a guy on the defense. His name is number 4. Excuse me. His number is number 44.
James Prochet.
Well, Prochet is a favorite wide receiver on that. All right. Okay, so you like wide receivers. So
or like JP Juice Man.
Oh, MP Juice Man.
Yeah, okay. MP Juice Man.
I think he's hearing me spout off names. So as far as corners go, he likes MP Juice Man. He's got that nasty attitude, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've got him on my ultimate team.
All right. So they say they want us to do it. They want us to go live. I think that is what we are going to do. We are going to go live during the preseason game, but that might require some sacrifice as far as the Wednesday night show.
Wait, Cameron 52.
He's here? Oh, okay, Cam is here. Cam is in the building, y'all.
But he's not in the building.
He said their tight end puts the wideouts the same. Shame. You talking about Likely or Mandrews? All right. What's going on, Cameroon?
Yeah.
Hey, good to see you, bro. Good to see you here. How was the Sunday workout? Hope it went well, man. Yeah, y'all say what's up to Cam, and like I said, we got 11 people in the room, man. Let me get 11 likes on this video. I'd appreciate it.
And 11 subs for whoever or hasn't subbed yet.
I think these are all loyalists here, man.
Brother Lewis has probably not.
Yeah, Brother Lewis subbed. I think he subbed a while back.
But he never showed up on the videos.
He questions your loyalty, Brother Lewis. Or should I say Kendall, as the bishop says. All right. Cameron says, see you Wednesday, brother. I can't go live with you on Thursday. He's in class. And it's true. He might be in class. We might not be able to watch the game together. But you and I will be going live, watch the show. We have some popcorn and everything.
Yes.
All right.
And I'll be making the popcorn.
Brooke says, I got to figure out how to tune in and watch the game. I have to screen mirror the game to my TV because I don't get them otherwise. Yeah, when it comes to the preseason games, y'all just recognize the NFL Network is not going to get them the exact same time as we would get them live. So just find out how to get them shows live because I have my way, which I ain't going to talk about here because it probably ain't legal.
The Stream Master.
You're trying to send me to jail.
I'm not. Could you just edit that out of the video?
No, this is live. We're screwed. I'm going to jail. Thanks a lot, son.
Or not.
All right. Cameron says, hit his gram to check out the workout, man. Yeah, so we seen you actually doing a workout on top of some weights today. This guy had like three. He probably had 225 weights sitting where his feet were, and then he had like a 45-pounder or a 50-pounder actually doing push-ups raised up off the ground. This man is a freak of nature.
Yes, he is. I know.
Brooke's telling you to pay attention, Cam. Not you. He's talking about Cameron.
Oh, okay.
They have a rivalry going on about food and everything else. So Kendall says, I was subscribed on my other account, so I wasn't getting notifications to his phone. So he's probably doubly subscribed right now. So
yeah, I've done that.
Yeah. Don't do that.
But I've only had one account.
Don't do that. The more people that do that, the less people attend in the room because they're only in on one account.
Or they're in on both.
All right. Dazen airs the preseason out of market. Okay. That's cool. Thanks for the update, Bill Sills. And they was probably laughing when I was going to jail. Brooke says, I can't remember the app to get the game. Someone told me in the group. I'll have to ask it again. Now, if you find out, just go ahead and leave it in the comments. That way somebody else can have that information later on. And Cameron said, I think our first preseason game is nationally televised. Love you, Brooke. All right.
You might not be going to jail because you said it might be illegal.
Okay. Yeah, don't worry about that, bro. Don't worry. All right. So he's not going to cross the pond now. Do they have Wi-Fi in Leavenworth? Yeah, okay. So I think you saying come cook some good food, please. Talking to Brooke. All right. I love going on here. And do for sports. Apparently, yeah, just put that in.
This guy's new.
Brandon been here. He's just not here as often as everybody else is.
Yeah, I've never seen him before.
Okay. Just oh no. That's it. That's it. Okay. Oh, okay. She's saying that's the name. I thought she was saying let's go. Like, no. We don't do that here. So who do you think is going to be the person that shows up the biggest on Thursday? Do you think what position? You think the quarterback's going to be showing up big, tight ends, wide receivers, corners?
Well, if Tyler Linderbaum's good, then it's going to be Tyler.
No, Tyler's out for a couple weeks. So you're not going to be able to see him give anybody any pancake blocks, nothing like that. Do you think the defense is going to show up big?
I'd say the backup center.
The backup. What is with you in centers right now? Like you just like the fat boys. That's all you like.
No. Why would you say that?
Because you used to play on the line of scrimmage as a defensive tackle. So I don't know why you like the other side of the ball.
Because I was a backup for the other side of the ball.
Okay. So this Thursday, who you think is going to be the person that's talked about the most? Because Lamar's not playing. Andrews is not playing.
Linderbaum's not playing.
Yeah, Linderbaum's not playing. So
and then Sammy Watkins is gone.
MP Juice Man may not play
either. Then the backup center.
No, not the backup center, man. Give me somebody that's a player that is like a skills position player. Corners, wide receivers, tight ends, safeties.
The whole D-line.
So you think the whole D-line is going to show up?
Yes.
I think you might be right. I think that's a good
D-line
prediction
and
right there.
D-line and O-line.
All right, let's see here. So Bagley says, that's a good question. I can definitely see Victor surprisingly. I think Benjamin Victor has put in the work this offseason. I think this is where it's going to pay off because he has that chemistry with our quarterbacks. I think he's been working hard the last 2 years to show like, hey, I am that guy. He's an Ohio State guy. I think think he played in in a different league just for a little while, and then he came back over, came to the team, worked with Lamar during the offseason. I think it's going to pay off. All that hard work that you do in the offseason, all that extra work and that chemistry usually pays off when it comes to the regular season. So let's see. Whoever says, do the Ravens have a camp kicker to play in these preseason games, or is Tucker playing? I imagine Tucker wants all the experience and practice he can get. I mean, the chances. I'm not even going to talk about that. Like we ain't even going to talk about Tucker getting hurt or anything like that. So let's. But he's going to get as much reps as he can possibly get. Kendall says QBs can't get the ball without that middle fat boy.
What the?
He's supporting you in your stance on saying the backup center can be a guy who shines. Stop putting your feet on that. So he's saying that quarterbacks can the quarterbacks can't get the ball without the center. So he thinks that you're right that the backup center could be the star of the show. And then don't be hating on us fat boys. Ain't nobody hating on the fat boy. I'm getting kind of fat right now too. I don't know if y'all noticed.
Yeah, I'm getting fat on QT.
All right, Brooklyn says, what's going on with Doob? He's going to be good by the season? Oh, yeah, Doob's going to be fine.
I was about to say,
they
I'm
said
getting fat on QB.
I know Bateman had a soft tissue injury, but I think Doob actually already came back to practice. So our punter can kick field goals now, but Tuck probably wants to work. I mean, that Stout is good, but I think they don't even want to make that a thing right now. I think he's going to focus on his punting. Maybe we see it later on in the game. I don't know. So if Makari plays, he's shining for sure. I think Makari, he does things well. He does certain things well. Playing guard, yes. Right tackle, possibly. Center, I'm not as impressed at center with him, but I mean, maybe I'm holding on to some things from the past, and maybe he's had more good snaps than he's had bad snaps, let's just say.
Okay, Cameron's heading to bed, and gotta get up by 5 a.m.
Yeah, he got that early morning. So I think we got to get up too, because you got school, and I got to get back up at 5 o'clock again. It sucks so bad.
I don't have school yet.
Oh, okay. Well, then you good. All right, so you think James, Tylen, and Dev show out on Thursday. Keep an eye out for Jalen Moore. I agree with Cam about the D-line. Yeah, I think Jalen Moore is going to be that guy who's going to be that nice surprise. I still want to see Tylen. I like what he did at the stadium last weekend. I want to see him do more of that. He made this amazing jump catch and embarrassed two corners and walked into the end zone, basically. So it's pretty cool. So that guy is number 16. So you need to be watching for number 16. And he's saying you need to watch for number 10. So that's going to be cool. All right. Anyway, Cam, good night, bro. We love you. Look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. So Brooks says good night, Cam. And then Delicious says, I want our alignment to be aggressive like that besides the penalty. Yes. I'm looking forward to seeing Oweh just wreck something. I think he's got something to prove right now because a lot of people just don't see him coming, and it's gonna be too late. This dude has, he had enough sacks last year in his rookie year, and I think it's time to turn all the way up. So there it is.
If I say I'm a Ravens fan, then the Ravens will do bad.
Okay, well that sounds good. You stick with your Chiefs, so my Ravens don't do bad.
And I'm looking forward to tons of picks, but not thrown by the Ravens, but caught by the Ravens.
Okay, so you're looking for MP Juice Man or his?
Yes.
Actually, no, MP Juice Man won't be there. So we got other corners that are going to be here, and the names of those are right here. So you got Humphreys right here, and you got Pepe Williams. You got Jalen Armour Davis, who we drafted this year. Seymour, who keeps getting burnt up. Hey, by the way, there was I think they brought in some more corners to try out today. They brought in 3 different corners, and I think that's because they just tired of seeing the corners that we have as backups getting roasted in camp, and they're looking to see if they can bring in some more competition to help rise that talent level of that cornerback and core. Because right now, I don't see the wide receivers have been winning. All the backup wide receivers have been winning their battles, and as far as the one-on-ones with Marcus Peters, not Marcus Peters, but Marlon Humphrey and Bateman, we've been seeing that battle going back and forth. But as far as the other battles, for the most part, those receivers have been winning. All right. So Cam says, love y'all, Brooke. I'm hungry. He's silly. And then, yeah, you're always hungry. All right. So here we are. We are sitting at 8 o'clock. It is past somebody's bedtime.
But you said it's 8 o'clock, and Mom told me to be in bed by 8:30.
So we got to wrap this thing up so you can brush teeth and stuff. Because, yeah, you can't
I already brushed teeth.
You ain't brush no teeth. All right, we'll talk about this behind the scenes in the green room. Anyway, so Trevor cleans up some things. He's going to be good playing aggressive like that. Okay. So what we want to see ultimately is nobody get hurt. One, that is the biggest thing for Thursday. We don't want to see anybody get hurt. Two, we want to see what the defensive line has to bring to the house. Three, we want to see the corners
and the backup center.
Yeah, we want to see these backup corners show up. And then, of course, see the wide receivers stun out and then see what Likely has to offer. Because Isaiah Likely has been tearing it loose in camp, getting a lot of touchdowns. They saying he looking like little baby Mandrews. If the dude is balling like that, he is going to be a full-on gift for the Baltimore Ravens right now. It's going to be great. And if we can see more of that, that's going to be it's going to be phenomenal. We got to get this dude to bed.
Well, not yet.
Oh, yeah, you going?
I have to be in bed by 8:30.
Yeah, but I still need things. I got things to do before we go to bed, too. So, and then, of course, we got to do prayer, everything else. When we do all this wrapping up to go to bed, that is when, it's going to take some time. Anyway, so you hoping Malik Harrison makes the jump? I think so as well. All right, so we are going to wrap this show up. But just know that the motivational moment definitely is important. That's why you see this guy sitting right next to me. It's because family matters. The more time we spend with them now, the more time that they're going to want to spend with us when we get older and we get, where we can't actually, handle ourselves and we need somebody to take care of us. It's going to be this guy that's taking care of me, hopefully, when I get older. Anyway, this is the home of Original Sports Perspective. From our couch to yours, it's your couch rider, Raven.
Yeah, and I'll be taking care of this show.
He's going to be taking care of the show in my absence, apparently. And I just want to say I appreciate y'all coming through on a Sunday. I know y'all didn't have to at the moment. I know we normally hold our shows on our normal schedule format, but you still came through strong. So we appreciate that. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. Y'all take care. Have a good night.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, Original Sports Perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect me. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though.